wins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we ride. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock?
Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Touchdown, defense.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Pushes over him.
Now that's just not right.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They keep it with Henry on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw here. Open man, Gronkowski complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Come on, D. No. Off. Let's go. Come on.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Brings up 3rd down. Set, ready. 60 out,
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys 6.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Set. 51. Pittsburgh. I'm coming.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Come on.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, it's Henry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And able to find Kirk complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. Pick it up. Here on 15. Alert 3.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And caught by Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ricky. Check out.
They run it with Balaj. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. That's right, baby. That's it.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Mike 51. Mike 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Get the flag. It's halftime. It's halftime. It's halftime. Mike 51, Mike 51.
They're going to look to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
It's now third down and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Barrage. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run with Lindsey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Second and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
It's a gain of 3.
You got to get moving, man. Make movement. You got to get that.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 37, check 37. Hey, check Mike 50.
On first down, it's Grant. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
This is Grant. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Grant. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And a busy night for Henry continues. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Now Mahomes. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, 57, 57. 25, check 25. 80 weapon.
going to throw it here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Henry. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set